Diane, I'm listening to a podcast, Black Lodge Trivia Night. I've never heard so many game aspirations in my life.
So if you go to Pathbuilder,
.ru.exe.
Pathbuilder2e.com. You know, I haven't logged
Oh yeah.
in
That
on this
is one that I have.
computer. I wonder, and you guys don't go to Pathbuilder. Okay, hold on. Let's do this real quick. Fuck it. Everyone can see everything. Let's just do it live. Fuck it. Hello,
You guys
and
are. You
welcome.
guys. So it was at that point that I decided to pull the bum worms directly from my nostril, resulting in a real Rorschach picture that has been used repeatedly by the crime syndicates and Central Intelligence Agency to determine what the fuck is wrong with these people.
He found it as he went along. Hello and welcome to Black Lodge Trivia Night. Tonight it's a little bit different one. As you can see, Patrick is in a non-disclosed home tiki bar. Home tiki bunker is what it looks like from our angle. Patrick's on the road, but that's okay because we're not actually going to play any games tonight. We are going to start building our characters and our group for our next big adventure, which is Season of Ghosts. Which is a multiple part Pathfinder adventure path. So tonight's gonna be a little bit different. This is very much how the sausage gets made, but I think it is of some interest because we'll do a little bit of zero sessioning and coming up with our party and some of the wacky ideas we want to go. So there's gonna be like technical bullshit, like check this option on this website and make sure we're doing this. You might not find that interesting. If that's the case, this episode's not for you, and that's okay. I find it interesting because I think it's way more fun to sit down as a group and go through this than my ghostwriter fell over. Go through this as a group than just show up with characters and not have that bond. But before we get too far, how are you guys doing?
Doing okay.
But I have a question.
I have an answer, maybe.
What are we gonna season the ghosts with? Is it like a nice
cayenne?
chimichurri, little cayenne, okay?
Or maybe
molasses?
we take in like a fall spice, a little cinnamon allspice going on. I don't know.
Ooh, little pumpkin spice ghosties. And
Yeah.
they're wearing boots with the fur,
Actually,
the apple bottom jeans.
ironically, well, not ironically, interestingly, the adventure path is called Season of Ghosts. But do you know what a no-no is in Willowshire? I bet Art knows.
Asking someone if they are a ghost.
No, it's saying the word ghost.
Oh, is it
which
literally
I'm
just
sure
saying the word ghost?
We will do a lot. Yeah, you also like don't turn around at nighttime, and there's all kind of like funky like interactions of things you're not supposed to do in Willowshire. I highly recommend reading the player guide before we get too far, because I think it sets some expectations for this. So we're going to primarily be talking about our group, some of the stuff we want to use and not use, how we want to build the third character, stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to use tonight is something called Pathbuilder, pathbuilder2e.com, which is a wonderful, wonderful website for building a character. So I did confirm something, that when we play, we will be spanning first level through 11th level. And because we're a small party, I like using the free archetype option. So instead of foregoing your class skill at level 2, you can multi-class, or you can take like if you have the prerequisites for Viking, which isn't a class but gives you skills for that archetype, you get those for free. So you can kind of dual class or take a specialization for free. You will not be able to do that in Pathbuilder in the free version, but we can kind of force it and walk through it, and I can kind of make clone characters and do it. So I just be something to be considering as we go forward and we'll just figure it out and make sure it works on the Foundry side.
So, couple quick points of order to the people watching this. I will be recording my experience with Path Builder, so you will get to see the website in action. And then following up on what you just said, Matt, have you messed much with multiclassing? Because it was something I was thinking about a little bit, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a little too fancy, a little too spicy for this human fighter at heart.
I've not multi-classed. I mean, I've messed around with it. I've not multi-classed. I have taken free archetypes to do other stuff. Like, I've never gone Druid Fighter or Druid Rogue or anything like that. But, I might have gone Fighter and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning like Fighter Marshal or Champion Marshal and kind of go down those paths and see what they offer. So
got it. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's cool, and I think it. I really like it. The risk of doing free archetypes is it makes your players really strong, and so if you have a big group, you have to balance accordingly. But since we're only playing with 2 real characters and a third dummy character, I think you guys should use it. But I'll leave. I mean, if you guys don't want to, then we don't have to. But I recommend it and find it interesting.
If anyone's familiar with what happened with the first crack at Pathfinder, I think we should use it.
Yeah. Although those 2 guys were so good. I don't understand.
Had a lot of heart.
Had a lot of heart, guys.
So we are going to be in Tiansha, and we're going to be playing in a remote village, kind of left to its own devices. And I think it's kind of interesting. We're actually playing, I think, like thousands of years or 1,000 years in the past. Basically, we're playing in the past before God's reign. And so there are some consequences. Like, if you want to have a faith, some of the gods have not ascended to godhood yet. So some gods are off limits. And the player guide will kind of tell you and hint at like what happens to this village in the future. Basically, I think like yokais become the leader, the leaders of this village, but like that's so far off. I just think it's interesting. So we're playing in the past in a rural village that basically is split by a river, and all the community gets along, and like they love their village of Willowshire. It's split down the middle between those who live on the South Shore and those who live on the North. The South Shore are kind of like the original inhabitants. So this town was built to support a monastery. Oh, you were so close, Art. You were so close.
I know. I fat fingered it. Okay, there we go.
And they're kind of like the traditionists. They believe in protecting the traditions. And then on the north side, when the monastery closed up, basically what happened is like lumber barons and all the like quarry and rocksmiths and whatever, they all came in, basically like I don't want to say industrialists, but they came in. And again, there's not like it's not like gang warfare, but there is a certain like divide between those in the South Shore and live on the north side of the river. And actually, as we go through the character builds, when you're choosing your no, not your heritage. When you're choosing your background, you don't have to do this, but it is recommended. You'll be choosing or have the option of choosing some of the Season of the Ghosts specific backgrounds. And then there's ways we can even customize that. So if you guys want, there's like a Season of the Ghost family background. And I bring this up because it's going to be like, as we talk about what you want your group to look like, then, if you want to be a family this time and go around, like there's mechanics for that. So I think there's like 4 or 5 of those backgrounds, and then they give you seasonal boons. So like once a season, you can use their ability. And so there's just a bunch of cool stuff at play here.
Sweet.
Nice. Very nice.
Sounds exciting.
Any questions from you guys? And then we can talk about kind of what we want our group to look like.
No, I'll be honest with you. It's going to be a little rough for me, but I'm excited to do it. But no questions yet for me.
Cool. Patrick, you good?
Nope. fucking go.
All right. So, what are you guys thinking initially? And have you given any thought to what you want either your characters to look like or what you want this group to look like?
Patrick, do you want to go first? Because now you threw some stuff up in the Discord. I didn't know if that was like, hell yeah, I'm all about that, or was it just kicking ideas around?
Just kicking ideas around mostly. I'm not tied to anything in particular. I do want to play more of a caster this go around. So I've played
Nice.
kind of a front line slash, like dex based with my Kermit the Frog dude. We did the investigator thing and that went poorly. And I mean it went incredibly, but also super poorly.
Right.
So I would like to do. I've never played a caster, or if I have, it's been 100 years. So that being said, I liked the idea of an alchemist. I liked the idea, which that's sort of kind of a caster. I liked. I don't know if I ever posted it in our conversation, but I kind of like there's the mutinist. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing. And I think that sounds fucking fun.
Nice.
So that is high on the list of things. I'd play a straight up necromancer, just for shits and giggles. But it seems a little too on the nose for playing Season of the Ghost, so maybe not. So then that gets us to like summoner or something like that where I can pull on some levers, but definitely a caster. And I like when we come up with like a group dynamic. So probably start with that and then figure out where I can fit it in with. That's kind of where I was at. So not settled into anything besides the fact that I want to play a caster of some kind this go around.
Nice. Did it's okay if not, because this may shape the group. Did you get a chance to look at some of the Seasons of Ghost backgrounds? Because if there's a split, like if one of you want to go one way, another one wants to go another way, then that may like shape how the party's going to go. Like it wouldn't be, if you guys are family, unless there's a rift in the family and one of you wants to be a Northridge scholar, another one wants to be a South Banks traditionalist, then we just need to rectify that.
Didn't get a chance, but of the two, I'm team traditionalist.
So there's like four
myself.
more. So there's four more.
That's a lot to keep track of.
Well, no, that's okay. So there's and Art. Why don't you talk about kind of like what you had in mind, and then maybe we go through those backgrounds and see if that also helps. If any of those jump out at Patrick or you, Art, and then again, just keep maybe chipping away at the marble until the group or your characters take form.
Yeah. So as everybody knows, I'm a missionary vanilla. So I'm going to go with human fighter, but I'm going to be left-handed just to spice it up.
Oh, fuck.
Hell yeah. No, actually.
Stranger in the tub.
So what I'm going to do is I am going to go with a human because I was reading through the Season of the Ghost player guide, and they did state that much of the town of Willow Shore is comprised of humans. They mix up a lot of everything, but I am going to go with a human. For my background, the thing I was kind of looking at was a folklore enthusiast because I was leaning either toward this, I think is my second choice now that I'm saying it out loud, rogue oracle dual class or how do you say it? Thaumaturge? I've only ever seen the word in print, thaumaturge.
Thaumaturgist.
You got it right. There you go. I knew he would.
What was that?
Thaumaturgist.
Yeah. So, because what I liked about that was, and I was saying this to the guys in the Discord, I want to be like a Fox Mulder investigator in this. Like, I want to be able to dig into the clues. I don't want to be the guys like, hey, you figure things out, but I'll get you through the woods. I wanted to be a little bit more active in the investigation part. And what I like about the thaumaturgist is that they're not really magic, but they're kind of adjacent, and they aren't really investigators, but they're kind of adjacent. And I think they're not bad with a blade. I think they're decent fighters. So it felt like a nice mix of being able to investigate and hopefully not dying in the first or second fight. So I was going to pair the thaumaturgist, which is, sort of understanding customs and, knowing about monsters and things like that through like uncovering knowledge. And I was going to pair that with a folklore enthusiast as the town background. So that's sort of what I was looking at.
You're the Winchester brothers. You're doing straight
a little
up.
bit.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh man, are you guys the Winchester brothers and the third guy's their dad?
No, it's the uncle. What's the uncle's name?
I never made it to
Bobby.
the uncle. I never made it to the uncle.
Are we doing Supernatural again?
Bobby? Yeah, they go to Bobby's house
Pretty early on.
within season 1. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did he have like a bunch of guns and shit? Was he cool as hell?
Yeah. He's the country bumpkin, like quote unquote uncle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't their actual uncle.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we
I
being
do
the
know who
Winchester
you're talking about
brothers?
now. We didn't stick with it, but yeah. Well, there's an option.
Oh dear.
So we're doing Supernatural.
I could do that.
We're doing a psychic
This is
detective
Supernatural.
Mm.
No. Well,
Mm.
We're not doing.
I mean,
that.
I think that makes you Dean, and I would be Sam. Is what that sounds like.
All right. I've actually never seen the show, so I can't. I'll just trust you on that.
Fuck's sake, you uncultured
Dean
swine.
Sam is the guy from Gilmore Girls, right?
Yes. Yep. The one of the love interests, the grocery boy from Gilmore Girls.
Also
Dean
named Dean in Gilmore Girls, but named Sam in
Correct.
Jared Padalecki is his name, but Dean in Gilmore Girls, not Dean in Supernatural.
Right. Dean in Supernatural is he's gung ho. He's the pie eating, car driving, suave, good at killing things. Well, Sam's the soft hearted, like, oh, what if we let the devil win? Like, yeah. It's good.
He's careful. I don't know if careful, like he's measured, right?
More so. I mean, they're both fucking lunatics. So
fair.
You didn't see the best character in that show.
Sorry, what was that, Patrick?
I was gonna say, you guys never saw the best character in that show, which is the angel that comes down to help him, the dishonored angel, Cal.
No, I watched it enough for him to show up.
Okay, so you made it through like 4 seasons of the 17 then.
Something we did it. I feel like he shows up early in that, but yeah. Oh wait, no, who's the other angel?
There's a lot. There's a lot of angels and there's a lot of demons.
Who's the angel that starts with them? Is it Gabriel?
Cal. No, it's Cal.
Oh, okay.
So we're Art, are you okay? We've decided to become a supernatural podcast.
I was about to say that. I think we should just admit what we are. We're a supernatural podcast.
We're a Gilmore Girls and supernatural podcast.
Just the
I think
tip.
Castiel was who I was thinking of.
Cass, not Cal. Cass. Castiel.
I think Cal's someone different. I didn't make it to Cal.
Mm-hmm. No, I was thinking Castiel. I just can't fucking remember names.
Well, that could be our group. So, Patrick, there's this folklore enthusiast, and so these backgrounds actually matter. I mean, we could certainly come up with something, but basically, these backgrounds also shape examples of reasons why you might be conscripted to take part in this end of spring festival. That is a festival to basically trick the spirits and ghosts of Willow Shore And every year, a group of participants go into the woods and spend the night in the woods as part of the festival. And then they get a great big old breakfast, and it's an honor to take the part. And these backgrounds shape that, but that doesn't mean you have to, because we certainly could come up with our own reasons why. And then they give you, like I said, they give you the boons of abilities you can use once every season. And so Art talked about folklore enthusiasts, which I think just makes sense. Like, Willow Shore is this haunted place. There's all kinds of urban legends in different haunted areas. Close ties. You're close with one of the nobles of Willow Shore. Northridge Scholar is like modern urban growth. That's where you grow up. And your interest would be kind of like in modernizing in Willow Shore and educating Willow Shore. There's an outskirt dweller. I guess that would kind of be like the uncle a little bit of a country bumpkin. I mean, you're there. You're not totally in the hinterlands, but we can kind of go out as far as you want. South Bank traditionalists, we talked about there about the traditions and keeping Willow Shore's history. And then there's Willow Shore urchin, which is, a little street urchin, and you're probably homeless. So.
And I was just looking, there's also adjustments you can make to the background where you can add to it. Family, are you bickering, close knit, typical?
Yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier. So we could tweak those if you guys did want to have a family or someone who had adoptive parents, or there's kind of ways we can tweak that, but we don't have to.
Right.
So.
And the other one is you're not native to Willow Shore and you might be a mysterious stranger.
There you
go. So many choices. Sorry, taking some notes.
No worries. So I'm going to lock in human thaumaturge.
Wow. Okay.
With a folklore enthusiast.
Wow. Okay. Somebody ate their Cheerios this morning. Somebody ate their Wheaties this morning.
That's right.
Well, of all of those, okay. So do you want to be north side? Or south side?
If we're doing family, let me say that if we're not doing family, I was going to do mysterious stranger as part of my whole thing. But if you want to do family, I think south side's a little more blue collar, right?
I do. Of the two, I do like the south side.
I guess traditionalists, yeah. I would probably lean south side, South Bank traditionalist, instead of, even though and part of the fact that I'm not a Northridge scholar seeking knowledge might be a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. But I think my background is going to be folklore enthusiast. So I think I don't get to choose the South Bank traditionalist. But if we're family and you choose South Bank, then I'll be from the South Bank.
So the two ancestries that I was looking at, I like the idea because we are playing on the Asian continent. I like Tengu a lot, the crow people. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then I just have a real hard on to play as a ratkin too. Like, so unless you want like mom to fuck the rat dude at some point, like, that might be a little awkward.
Might be a little weird
at family reunions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't know though. Patrick, I keep looking at Tengu.
I love Tengus. I think they're awesome. I'll just point out one kind of thing. There is this
yes.
Okay, so the Jorogumu will eventually take control of Tianjia. I believe.
Okay.
I should probably read the source book, but that's later. They hate, despise, can't stand Tengu. But it's prior to the Jorogumu rule over Shinmen, which is the region we're in. So it's not like you're going to be dealing with Jorogumu, which Jorogumu, I think, I had to look this up, are basically yokais that are like giant spider humanoid women. Anyways.
Eat.
So that's interesting, and I want to know more about that and how So I just wanted to. They have a special note on playing Tengus. I don't even think it'll come up. It could come up. There may be some like just some animosity.
Well, okay. Now you're really making me want to play. I'm gonna play fucking Tango.
There you go. Cool. Okay. I dig it. So then Patrick, before you pick a class, and we can change this.
Sure.
So Art, you're thinking you're doing folklore enthusiast, which would normally give you the oddity identification skill feat for free, but then you're going to tweak that with mysterious, and you're going to replace that with the streetwise skill feat.
Yes. Yeah. I like the idea of being a little worldly, a little grounded in that sense. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have to, I'm not 100% sure how to do that in Path Builder, but there are some like mechanical differences. So that's Art's background, Patrick. Do any of the, and I'm happy to run down the list again. Before we even talk about modifications, do any of them jump out at you?
So Urchin is always good. Or just straight Southside traditionalist. I can be I am, in fact, that one might be speaking to me more.
Okay. If it matters, there's some mechanics, right? So you're going to train some skills based off of these. Urchin is going to give you the Charming Liar feat for free, and then South Bank Traditionalist would give you Farming
Charisma or
Lore.
Constitution?
Charisma and Constitution. And then you will you get Hobnobber. You're going to get Hobnobber. I'm sorry, you're going to be trained in Farming Lore.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
You could then tweak that. So you could then, if you wanted, you could probably not family because that takes another PC. If you want, you can take the Foundling modification, which means you're not from Willow Shore.
No.
Okay. All right. So you're thinking, go ahead, Art.
I think I'm going to eliminate that Foundling and go with the oddity identification. I think I'm going to go with that.
Well, and Art, I mean, there's nothing stopping you from still having the mysterious, right? That can still be the descriptive aspect of your character, right?
Yeah.
It's just you don't have to do the mechanical swap if you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Patrick, you're a Tengu who was born in Willowshire, which Willowishire's, as being as small as it is very diverse. And you are a South Shore traditionalist. Meaning you, the customs and the history and all of those things, you are interested in protecting and keeping those. You help Willowshire, feeding it, honoring traditions, remaining self-sufficient. Your interests in Willowshore's history are closely tied to the traditions of farming and building what you need with your own two hands, as well as taking part in the shared oral history of the region. Your home is likely south of the river on the southern parts of town. And then when we get closer to actually playing, we can talk about the reenactment festival. But cool. As we do that starts to paint the scene. Does that give you guys any indication, or Patrick, I guess, of the class you want to play or what you want the third character to look like?
So I feel like the third character should be what ties Art and I together. If Art's character is a outside, so you're Art, you're still thinking you weren't born in Willowshire?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Yeah.
Okay. So then I think me being a traditionalist and Art being from outside of town, I think that the third character needs to be something that would bring the two of us together. I'm still feeling caster. I'm still feeling straight up wizard, being straight up honest. Straight up.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full whole hog. Like if I'm gonna be a wizard, I'll be a wizard.
Nice.
And because the other options, like I could be an alchemist, but it's not speaking to me as much anymore.
Fair. Fair. I get it.
Kineticist, meh.
How dare you?
Magus. I'm sorry. The magus, meh.
It's like
That's
combat. Everything you do is half combat, half magic. So you strike with strength and you supplement with magic. Good battle mage.
that sounds like a monk. Like been there, done that. Close enough. Psychic could be a thing. Sorcerer, meh. Summoner, it's like me and one dude, right? Or me and one thing.
Yeah, that's kind of one way to look at it.
And then there is witch. Do I get to be a Wichita witch before Matt does? No, I think I'm just straight wizard. I think that's what's going to happen here.
All right.
Yes.
So,
cool.
This might be a lame reason for the third person. Having read the player's guide, and I don't mean to jam Matt up, and Matt obviously veto this. I do feel like the player's guide talks about how important rangers are to the town. I feel like both Patrick and I would need to explore our surroundings as in our pursuit of knowledge. I'm not from the area. Patrick's a glass cannon. We would probably need a guide that could keep us alive at some point. I feel like it's thematic, but it might be a boring choice. And that's why I don't know if that's great.
No. Mechanically, there's no boring choice. Thematically, there's very few boring choices. Ranger is not one of them. Hey, real quick, before I forget this, I'm going to post a code and a password in our admin game planning channel. And I don't want to lose your thart. I don't want to lose your fart.
Shart.
But if you're in Path Builder, Patrick and Art, over on the left on the drop down, the 3 deals, there's a connect to GM. If you would just put in your player name, the GM ID I gave you, and the password, and then I can see your character sheets.
Okay, so you can't see it right now.
I might have been seeing your. Let me see. Let me log in.
Is it the same as the earlier, or is it a different code?
Yeah. Same. Say the same.
Okay, so I should be connected, hopefully.
All right, I see Arts. I have I'm going to remove my old one, and we go back. Okay, so, Patrick's connecting his character. I think Ranger. I'd play a Ranger. I do wonder, Art.
Mm-hmm.
You're going Thaumaturge.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be a little light in
healing, staying alive, disarming traps, picking locks.
But I could certainly craft and go in a way of like healing stuff or do a class whatever. I don't know if we have a frontline guy, but I'm okay with it if you guys are. I don't, because here's the other deal. I was thinking like, a fighter, and then going shield warden, or going there's another, oh shit, I'm forgetting the name. Anyways, there's an archetype that really focuses on shields that I thought that was really cool. But it felt weird to be the GM and be the frontline sword and board.
You should straight up be a samurai. I know that's a class. You need to do that. You're laughing.
That also makes sense.
A full ass like Ronin deal.
That's like the champion in the player's guide, right? They say if you play a champion like a Ronin, kind of.
Yeah.
Just straight up be a samurai. Be our, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Let's just go full Mulan with this shit. Although that's Chinese, but fine.
Well, it's interesting. Tianjia like blends so many Asian cultures. Like there, because I was trying to get like all my pronunciations, and then like I saw some stuff that like some of the words are just like more Korean in nature, and then like yokai are Japanese, and so there's a lot. I think they blend. Obviously, they blend a lot here, which is cool and like super interesting. I mean, I could do like a Ronin kind of, but I could do like a Ronin kind of deal with going. So I could do like a champion kind of Ronin deal and show you guys the ropes, or I could do an archetype, and they suggest like taking something like a duelist or a bounty hunter, and then still be a Ronin that's, I don't know, lost his samurai armor, since I'm a samurai without a master, and now I just forge in the woods.
Bounty hunter would be pretty cool if you could be like, and then you're basically Japanese Witcher, which is pretty cool.
Ranger bounty hunter.
It's pretty cool.
Dude, it's funny you said Witcher. This is giving me like big Witcher vibes. Actually, a lot of it is.
Not a bad.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to evoke.
And we just roll the dice, and so like mechanically, we're just gonna need to stay on top of like tripping our enemies, right? Because if they close on us, I don't know.
Right.
I could do that. Patrick, what do you think about so which way would you want that, Patrick? You would want that as like a ranger bounty hunter that's kind of a Ronin that's settled in Wilshire? Or what do you think?
I don't know. We may need somebody to keep us fucking alive. As the wizard who's playing a race that has hollow bones. You know, I don't know if I wouldn't appreciate.
I'm going to have two enemies split you and make a wish when they break your wishbone.
Well, you know, it's just, look, that's how we got Kermit the Frog, right? Like, my Tengu wizard will die, and I'm just going to come back as a full plate armor cleric, and it's going to be fine.
Full plate armor Kermit the Frog monk.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to make a note when Patrick dies. Split him like a wishbone.
Wishbone. If I'm not stuffed and served on a plate at some point, I'll be upset.
Maybe you can have a dream about that, of like you being served up as a Tengu turducken surprise.
a Tengu turkey. Turkey Tengu. Maybe that's why the spider ladies took over and hate Tengus. It's because they ate them all.
Probably eat them. I really want to read. I need to pull out the world guide and do more deep dive on the lore. And then I was listening to a podcast today. They're doing the orc playthrough, and it's like they started talking about all the orc gods and shit. And basically how I've told you guys about the guy who got so drunk and he passed the challenge and he became a god, but he doesn't remember how.
Yep.
So how orc gods work, at least this is what this podcast said, is it's basically Highlander, and they have to fight the spirits of dead orc warriors, and they can never turn down the battle. And it's like whoever wins, then like they get to go ascend to become a god. And it's, I don't know, it's cool.
Incredible.
I know it is the deed. Anyways, so Patrick, where does that leave us? What do you guys do? You want? Because here's the deal. I can do it in a way, and I can come up with a character concept that doesn't. Obviously, I'm not going to role play. Like, they don't need to role play very much. They can be a strong silent type or whatever. I just felt weird about being the fighter with the shields and being.
We just take this is our samurai friend who's taken an oath of silence. Like,
right.
You know. I don't know. Art, how do you feel about it? What do you I'm gonna kick the curb over to kick can over
because I'm happy to play either. I like the ranger idea. I could just go kind of warrior and spec for shields. Happy to go anyway.
Maybe you should play a swashbuckler. Like, maybe you're a dick of a Ronin. Like, you know, you're not actually a frontline guy. You're just a dick. Like,
I don't mind you being like a frontline guy, because I feel like you're setting us up to look good, you know, in a sense.
Yes,
like,
right.
So it doesn't bother me if like you're front and center taking the hits.
My kind of thought was like go shield warden, which basically like lets me snap my shield into place in front of your face and then give you the armor benefit. I was like, well, that will probably be handy. And then also like go with as many disruptive things to like trip up and immobilize enemies is if I went fighter. I'm happy to go champion and ranger and kind of with the same concept as well. We're gonna lose our shield at that point, right? Because I don't think you'll have a shield, Art. Because you'll have like your lantern or whatever instrument you're thinking,
right?
Which I fucking love. And obviously Patrick is gonna have a big old stick.
I mean, unless I have a wand, or unless I have a pendant, or unless I have
fair.
glowing finger banging, like
just flash the shocker every time you cast a spell. Well, I'm happy to go either way. So what do we think of the Ronin concept, though? Yeah,
I like that idea.
Like a quiet Ronin shows for some reason has shown you guys the ropes.
Yeah,
like but I would say maybe that's already happened, right? Like you guys are well established here now, and I'm just your old. Go ahead.
Why don't you be a Tengu too? Why don't you be part of my family? And you're like cousin Lurch or whatever. You're just this big beefy Tengu bird dude hanging out with your dorky cousin wizard Tengu dude. And instead of sword and board, what's the big fucking mace called that in Japan? You know what I'm talking about? With all the like studded nails in it.
Hold
on.
Would it be too much to take your Ratkin idea and just make Master Splinter? And you guys are my teenage.
No. Your teenage boy. Ninja Turtle. You want us to be groomed by an old rat bastard? A kanabo, that is a one-handed iron or wooden club stubbed with iron spikes. Samurai in feudal Japan. You could have one of those in Shield. Big, fucking.
I wonder if they open up a lot of weapons when you're playing this, and I wonder if that one's listed. Let's see.
I'm sure it is.
Kama, katana, nunchaku, sai, shuriken, and temple sword, as well as daikyu, kakura, tengu gale blade, and wakizashi. But no.
Doesn't sound like it. No kanabu.
Katabu?
Kanabu.
What is it? Does it start with a K or
a K? Kanabo. Or a Tetsubo is another version for it.
No. Oh, I see now. Okay, it's smaller than I was thinking. Okay. Oh, interesting.
It's now the source book where I learned everything about cool weapons.
What's that? Hold on, I'm on a different screen. What'd you pull down? Oh. See, Master Splinter, right on.
Right.
Okay. So I didn't mean to spend this much time on. I just wanted to make sure and I'm open to other ideas of how we balance it out. I just think 2 will not bode well.
No, we need a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a friend, and we need somebody. I still think we need some frontline dude.
Something with a shield. Yeah.
Again, wizard with hollow bones really needs some help.
Yeah. So I thought about a fighter. Funny enough, I think they're super interesting. The other thing I thought about is going like a leaf druid, and then going like a shield kind of druid deal. Maybe
Pretty
I'll go fighter and then go bounty hunter and really lean into that. Or duelist. I guess duelist would be a good fit for a Ronin.
swashbuckler, baby.
I'll
Because that
tell
went
you,
so
I don't
well
have a
the
lot of
first
interest in
time.
the swashbuckler.
Having played one, I
no.
get it.
Yeah.
Was your swashbuckler what died, or did it make it? I can't remember who died.
That's what died.
He did.
Your druid lived. You were a druid, right?
Was I a cleric? I was much more
No.
practical the second time.
No, you
I just
were.
remember he was
you were a
emo.
druid. You were a
No.
you were a emo druid.
Nice. Okay. So party's taking shape. You guys have this old mentor of sorts. Patrick, I will let you know on the Tengu deal.
Mhm.
I had not thought about my race at all or my ancestry at all. So I'll think about that. We can chat offline. You guys picked your backgrounds. You picked your classes. And do you want to run? Do you just want to check your abilities and then let me know how you're shaping up?
Yeah.
Done.
Done?
Ooh, shit. I haven't even started. Okay.
No,
so
that's okay. Patrick, Art kind of checks through those. Patrick, what are you thinking in terms of anything in
So-
particular that like you're pretty hyped on?
Yeah, so I want
boosting
to
up.
be little bit Uncle Iroh kind of thing going on. So lots of intelligent boosts, lots of
Okay.
charisma boosts.
Oh,
So ancestry bonuses, intelligence and dex, background bonuses from being a South Bank traditionalist, charisma and intelligence. Obviously, the wizard class bonus to intelligence.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a bonus, my free boosts to intelligence, charisma, constitution, and wisdom.
nice.
So that
Nice.
gives me leaves me pretty high at a +4 in intelligence, +2 in charisma, +1s for con, whiz, and dex, and a +0 for strength. So, and then
Nice.
I went ahead and did my skills too, while Art's doing his. If you want to go through that,
Yeah.
so I got 6 bonuses to add. So
Okay.
I did acrobatics because
Nice.
seems like a cool fucking thing to do.
So
Arcana
just
is already. Go ahead.
trained by default. I was just going to point out. So for those listening and watching Arts as he's going through his, you pick your ability boost. What Patrick just said, boosted his strength, all that stuff, or boosted his intelligence, more accurate. And then we also train in a bunch of different skills. And how these proficiency in those skills work is a trained is a +2, but then you also add your character level. So whether you're continuously training in medicine or not, you're still getting like some kind of passive. Or if you train in medicine but you don't continue to train in medicine, you're getting like passive growth in that category. And if your attribute is high enough, you'll get it. So if Patrick's dex is high enough and he doesn't train acrobatics, he'd still get a modifier to acrobatics. So anyways.
Sorry, I had to polish that beer off. So, which, I'm not a big Stella fan, but it was the best beer that they had out there. And damn, Stella every once in a while is quite tasty.
There you go.
Shout out to Stella, our one and only sponsor, because this show is totally monetized. Anyway, that's why Art is rich as shit. So I trained in acrobatics, diplomacy, medicine,
Good.
nature, occultism, which gets me a fat +7 in occultism, which
Wow.
I'm super horned up about. And then religion, because as a South Bank traditionalist, I feel like occultism and religion would be, and nature and medicine would all be things that I'm hyped up for. And I'm a fucking wizard, so
nature's gonna take be a constant theme throughout this. So any training in nature is going to pay dividends. I'll say occultism is going to pay dividends in the back half. So it's like, if you're like, wow, I dumped all this shit in occultism, and for what? The for what will come. So, nice.
Good.
Let's go over to Art's character sheet.
All right. So it looks like for my ancestry being a human, sorry, I'm really dropping the ball here. I get 2 boosts. Goblin, no. Human, nope. Blew right past it. As a thaumaturgist, charisma is my main stat. So I think what I'm going to do for 2 free attribute boosts, I think I'm going to take, one's going to be to charisma, just so I can keep pumping that up. And the other one will be to, somehow I see myself as more dexterous than strong. So I'll choose dex.
Also worth remembering, like, that can come into play based off like the type of weapon you're wielding, right?
True, I could get like a finesse weapon.
Right.
Okay, so
I just point that out, and if hopefully Patrick can reconnect. What I wanted to ask you guys is, I want to give you like a level 2 or a level 3 respec, and we can wait to that way again, because like Pathfinder is this path and of progression, and there's prerequisites and things dependent on other things and all that stuff. And so I just I don't want to lock you guys into something and be like, well, shit, I took this and this and it's completely useless. So
right. Okay. Okay, so then for my background, as like the folklore enthusiast, I have to take either wisdom or intelligence for one of them. I'm going to take wisdom. You're doing intelligence, right, Patrick? Did we lose
Patrick
him?
is doing intelligence. I think he dropped.
Okay, like for good? Do we know? Or I wasn't paying attention. I apologize.
No, I think he just lost connection.
Oh, okay. So wisdom, and then for the other one, I'm gonna do.
Didn't lose connection. I just had to piss.
Oh.
And my phone is dying, so
got it. Got to plug it in. Nice.
Yep. Plug it in.
So for let's see, charisma, dexterity, wisdom. I'm gonna do Constitution, just so I have a little bit of a bump against death.
Good thinking.
Yeah,
right. And my class boost is charisma because that's my main stat. So I think I'm done with that.
Okay.
So I've done my 4 set abilities.
So let's go through your skills.
Okay. Yes. Now as a thaumaturgist, I'm trained in Arcana, Nature, Occultism, and Religion. Okay. Trained in a number of additional skills to 3 plus your my intelligence modifier is 0. So I'm just going to get 3.
Okay.
I'm going to take medicine for one of my trained. I'm going to take thievery.
Patrick, you took diplomacy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
And so I sort of picture myself sort of as like a little bit more of a thiefy Indiana Jones in my pursuit. So I'm going to take stealth.
Nice.
So those are my remaining skill selections.
Okay. Let me switch to. Oh, now why can't it?
Oh wait, I get 4 free boosts as well. Sorry, I didn't do that.
On your attributes?
Yeah, I didn't do that.
So while Art's rounding those out, you guys will then pick your heritage. So the type of Tengu and the type of human you are, and those of course provide benefits as well, and shape some of your ancestry feats. So for being a Tengu, it's going to lead you in this kind of direction. So when you guys are ready for that, I'm all ears.
There's there are a couple who really there's so okay. So there's two in particular that are hilarious for Tengu. And there's one that makes you basically a half elf Tengu, and there's one that makes you basically a half orc Tengu.
Half orc Tengu.
And I think I'm gonna take the half orc one. So I will be a Dromar Tengu. Which then means that you get access to all of the orc ancestry feats to be absolutely fucking ridiculous. Such as orc superstition that just gives you a +1 bonus to saving throws against magic because you don't fucking believe in magic. Which would be fucking funny because I'm a wizard.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a let's see, Dromar Tengu.
You slightly green. That's what it says. You slight green tinge.
Nice. Sure.
Why not? They could have tusks.
I don't see.
tusks.
I mean, the nice thing about Season of Ghosts is like there's so little off limits that as long as you kill about as long as you go about killing, as long as you kill about Willowshore and aren't evil or a gunslinger, then yeah, I'll have to read more about that interaction. I love it, but yeah, fuck it, half orc Tengu. Art, what are you thinking? Black hair, blonde hair, maybe a like black hair with a little purple or teal streak,
Definitely.
Beard, little stash.
beard, stubble, goatee.
Little porn stash, yeah. Let's see, skilled human or versatile.
That's what we keep Matt. That's what we keep Matt around for.
Let me see. So I don't know if I want to do Dromar or
Oh my gosh, I'd have to play an orc. If you guys are both Dromar, I have to play an
Please.
orc, and that question will linger for the next year.
here's the thing.
You
We
keep
share,
Freudian
like-
slipping, calling me dad.
We share 99% of our DNA with monkeys and we can't have children. Yet here in fantasy world, everybody's just having sex with everybody and making babies. Makes no sense.
Oh man, I can't wait until we play Starfinder and Art rolls up human captain and Patrick shows up as like, well, I'm half blorb mixed with a turducken. Yes, you heard me right. It's the ancestry that is a turkey stuffed with a chicken stuffed with a duck.
That had sex with a blob.
Yeah, that had sex with a gelatinous cube from D&D, but we can't call it anymore, so we call them blorbs. Thanks, OSR.
I'm going to take versatile human, which allows me an extra feat.
Ooh, really spicing it up, Mr.
Spicy,
Human.
left-handed.
I'm gonna.
All that
I'm gonna take
Starfinder nonsense.
This versatile human is lefty.
I'm
You're
gonna
ambidextrous.
take up versatile. I'm
All that
ambidextrous.
Starfinder line people nonsense. No, thank you.
This has me pretty interested in the new Starfinder.
You know, that's
Okay.
interesting because I feel like I feel like Pathfinder is sort of at the top of the game for your classic fantasy stuff, but I feel like there's more classic sci-fi stuff out there.
That's true. I'm more right now. My interest in is like how do they handle it and how do they handle their adventure paths.
Yeah.
And so I just want to see. But you're right. There is more, but also Pathfinder character progression.
Mhm.
It's fucking amazing. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a feat from your ancestry.
This one sounds pretty fucking sexy. General training. That is a spicy meatball right there. All
I
right.
went to school.
All right.
Do I take tusks or do I?
Is that your feed option, Patrick?
So because I get access to all of the orc ones, yes.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh man.
There's
I don't
one.
know if I
There's
can I don't know if I can play a human. I might just have to be a
there's. You might have to be a Tengu with me. You might have to be a
I might.
orc. You have to be Poppy.
Papa Orc also sounds like a lot of fun.
Look, Papa Orc Samurai sounds fucking incredible.
Orc Samurai is dope as hell.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna take one toed hop because it's just fucking cool. Because I'm a fucking bird, I can hop out of problems without triggering reactions. Squawk,
Sorry,
squawk,
sorry, I was looking up to
motherfucker.
make sure we didn't. What'd you pick, Hurt or Patrick?
One toed hop because I'm a fucking bird.
Nice. What does that give you?
Assuming a peculiar stance, you make a short hop on each toe. You can make a vertical leap without triggering reactions that can be triggered by move actions or upon leaving or entering a square. So it's my fucking get out of jail pigeon hop.
Actually, it's not. That's probably
It's not bad.
for survivability. That's probably actually solid. And so, Art, you took versatile human,
Mhm.
which I think is going to give you a general feat of your choice in addition to your ancestry treat.
That's correct. Yes.
All right. So which one are you picking first?
I'm looking at my ancestry feat first, just to see, just because I feel like I'm gonna have more choice with the general, and I want to see where I'm
you
going.
have lots.
Yeah. Let me see. Just sort of going through them. And again, like we said at the top, this is how the sausage gets made. This is not going to be polished anything.
Yeah. If you're this far in and you don't know what we're doing yet, like, I mean, like this is just character creation. Don't.
Yeah. I might go. Ooh. I might go with Devil's Advocate. You know more about the habits of devils because the whole point of a thaumaturgist is seeking knowledge.
Mm.
And so I get a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks against devils and saving throws against their abilities if I'm in a room with one.
I will say I don't know how much like devil stuff is.
There might
go
not be
on
that
in
much.
this
Okay.
adventure. Yeah, I like where you're going with that. I think that's pretty game specific, and it's pretty. I think that's why it's uncommon is because I think it's got certain use.
Okay. I think I might choose then. I'm looking at arcane tattoos.
Mm.
Where I'm telling you, general's training. Keep coming back. No, I'm going to go with arcane tattoos.
Oh shit! So a little like built-in magic.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go with the shield tattoo. So I have a little. I feel
Oh,
like
so you're going with abjuration tattoo, and then so you can cast shield.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like a kind of scrappy, survivally, slightly Indiana Jonesy, thievy, knowledge-seeking mystery.
Cool. I like it. I'm digging it. On your free general feat, and just as a reminder, if you want to heal in combat, which I don't know if you want to, you need to take battle medicine. Remember we had this like
Oh, right,
you have to take battle medicine and you have to have a healer's toolkit.
Okay. Let me see what some of these are.
Sure. And let's go over to Patrick. So Patrick, you're going to get a class feat to start out. So this is like the first time you're progressing down the path. And so you're a wizard, which I believe means you're going to be picking like your school of magic. Is that right?
That is correct. And I do have one.
So you're going to pick a school before that class feat. Okay. What are you thinking?
The school of civic wizardry,
Oh,
which is
not what I
you've
would have guessed.
learned that the fruits of arcane studies, like any other field, should ultimately help the common citizen. As a South Bank traditionalist,
Yeah.
the most important thing is helping people find lost things, moving speedily among speedily among buildings and moats, demolition, animate things to build bridges and things, construction, all sorts of things. So yeah, I'm gonna be the fucking civil engineer wizard. Like that's what I'm doing. That's what's happening here.
Man, I think it's so cool that I don't know, that's just cool. That's cool to me that you go in this you go in this direction. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So you picked your arcane school, and then you're gonna have a bonded item. So that's like your how you cast your spells. But this arcane thesis. So during your studies, whoa, I don't know what that was. Sorry. During your studies to become a full-fledged wizard, you produce a thesis of unique magical research. You gain a special benefit depending on the topic of your thesis research. The arcane thesis topics presented in this book are below. Blah blah blah. Okay, your specific thesis probably has a much longer and more technical title, like on the methods of spell interpolation and the genesis of new understanding of the building blocks of magic, which I do expect from you. And I would expect no less.
I will absolutely have some ridiculous name. I
Please.
will come to you presently with one. However, I do have my thesis. My thesis is complete. If you'd like to know what it is.
Yes, I do. Please.
So of the 5 options, I will be selecting spell substitution, which is I simply do not accept the fact that once spells are prepared, they can't be changed until my next daily preparations. I've uncovered a shortcut to substitute new spells for those you originally prepared.
Shit.
So instead of being a fucking nerd and reading books for a couple of hours, I just need a quiet space in 10 minutes to go yoink it in the corner and I can spit out a new spell.
Excuse me, guys. I need to substitute my spells. He's casting the same stuff as before. So you still do your daily prep, is what it sounds like. So you're going to prepare
Correct.
your spells for the day, but you have some flexibility in how you can change it.
Yep, I can change them on the fly, almost like a sorcerer, except not as quickly as a sorcerer, because those are
Nice.
fucking weird wizards. I'm a real wizard.
Okay. All right. So, and then Patrick, you don't have to do it tonight because there's a million fucking things. But your spell book is so then you're gonna fill out your spell book, right? And it's gonna you're gonna come up with what that spell book looks like and all that stuff. So read on that. And it sounds like you're gonna fill that with 10 cantrips and 5 spells, and then I assume you're gonna prepare a certain amount each day. Interesting.
Yep.
I'll have to read up more on wizards.
In addition to the school spells that I will have access to, because you get your 10 cantrips, your 5 first level spells, plus your school spells, plus any other weird spells you have. So,
okay. Worth noting, you need to give your spell book a name, and you need to come up with what it is. So it doesn't have to be a book, right? It can be. They give a bunch of different things, and I fucking love that.
As well as so I have to come up with a thesis title. I have to come up with a arcane bond, whether it's a wand, ring, staff, whatever. And then I have to come up with my spell book's name and description. So I have homework, and I'm here for it.
And then fill out your spells. Patrick, what are your thoughts on getting like a soft respec at like after level 2 or 3 once you know the class and want to go back and change this stuff?
I'd appreciate it because I know that I'm gonna fuck up stuff.
That's what I'm thinking. And this is other question for you guys. So the psychic detective agency met its peril in our first go at Pathfinder. And we did not pull punches, right? Like we just played as is. Level 1
Yep.
is the most fragile time in Pathfinder history. Early Pathfinder is when you die, right? Do you want me to pull punches at all?
Nope.
No.
I mean, obviously, like if something's balanced for 5 people, I'm gonna try to adjust for you guys, but like I won't. So I won't pull punches, but I will give you a respect at level 2 or 3. Probably level 3,
Okay.
so you can get. Okay. All right. Let's go over to Arthur.
Okay, so I'm a little concerned. On my screen, I'm seeing human ancestry, folklore enthusiast, class wizard.
Oh, sorry.
So I stopped touching stuff because I didn't know what happened.
I'm gonna. Oh shit.
My fear is that we've.
No, it was me because
okay.
I thought I was on. So when I'm in GM mode, I can't see my character. I can
Okay.
only see your guys' characters. And so what was happening was I was following along with Patrick. Sorry, Art.
Oh no worries. Okay, so let me redo a little bit here.
Yeah.
I'm going with the thaumaturge. Accept. Set abilities. Did it keep what I did? Charisma, strength, dex, wisdom, constitution. It seems to. Okay. My extra remaining skill selection, I chose deception. Finish that. Versatile human. No, I went with. Yes, I did go with versatile human.
Mm-hmm.
My ancestry feat. I chose arcane tattoos. Okay, so let me change that back. Class feat. Okay, so this is what was throwing me off because I was looking at the class feats and none of them lined up, and that's why. Okay. So one of the things I can do. Let me see. There's root to life, which allows me to keep somebody alive. Boring. I can read scrolls.
Oh, Art, and we should talk about like you're gonna pick an item, right? We haven't talked like you're gonna pick.
Yeah.
And that like shapes your kind of path, much like Patrick, right?
Yeah, and I think I am going to go with the lantern, which the player's guide says is thematically appropriate given Willow Shore's traditions.
Giant fucking lantern.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with that.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
That's awesome.
Divine harmony, diverse lore. Diverse lore. Patrick, how are you about like doing lore checks? Or is that a thing you can do?
I think so.
So
As
you
long as
might
it's
have a couple
farming.
different ones.
Ooh, I'm going to go with haunt ingenuity. My cunning knowledge grants me the ability to notice the emotional echo of a soul that has passed on, leaving a haunt in its wake. Even when you aren't searching while in exploration mode, the GM rolls a secret check for you to notice haunts that usually require you to be searching. You can disable haunts.
Okay. Wow, nice.
So I see dead people.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Okay.
Cool.
So that's my, okay, so now then there's the, did somebody take battle medicine? Or were you just sort of clicking through it, Matt?
I was just clicking through it.
Okay. Man, I forgot how many there are.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. What's this one? Dirty Trick. I won't have a hand free because I'm going to have a lantern. What's the one that lets me attack with a finesse weapon?
I think that's just being trained in that weapon, right?
Okay. I know the smart choice is like battle medicine, but
Hey, don't know. Do the thematic one. I was just doing it as a reminder because
yeah.
You don't have to have battle medicine either. You just have to not die.
So now
So easy.
What I'm hearing you saying under the table is you should have battle medicine.
No, not at all. I just we have magic and then it's just you can buy more potions, right? Potions are magically cheaper in this world.
Man, I haven't. Let me come back to this. Am I able to come back to this? Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. Cool. I think that will round everyone out, right?
Yeah, I'm choosing my tattoo as a shield. My first implement in Esoterica is going to be the lantern.
Nice.
While you hold your lantern, its burning light leaves secrets no place to hide. Stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to add that. Okay. Or shit is now the only thing left. My extra.
Probably just your general feat, I would imagine.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, and is there what else do we have to do after that? Is it like just buying equipment at that point, or are there more steps?
Yeah, so then it's just buying equipment, and you can buy like the adventurers thing to help you out, but also you have just like your armor and weapons, and you have your starting, and in the player's guide it talks about what's available. We're running a little long, so we don't have to go through that tonight. We can do that off, but that's basically the next thing is buying your equipment. So
okay,
and then I'll port everything over. So if you want some of the Tianjia themed weaponry and stuff, that's in the player's guide, tells you what's available in addition to the normal weapons, things like that. Anything else?
I'm working through fucking spells.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll be excited
There's
to
a
see
lot.
these.
Are
Oh
you
yeah.
ready?
Hell yes.
I'm going to take the Fashionista spell.
Nice. Love it.
That is a real spell. It's one thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it. How about Flashy Disappearance?
Man, I would have to like really look at. I gotta do some spell research for sure.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can give somebody Goblin Pox. That's going to be a thing. That's happening. Goblin Pox.
Goblin box.
Yep.
Sounds
That
awful.
is a spell. You flicked the target with Goblin Pox, an irritating allergic rash. The opponent must take a fortitude save. If they critical success, they're fine. If they success, they're sickened 1. If they fail, they have Goblin Pox stage 1. If they critical fail, they have Goblin Pox stage 2. Stage 1 is they're sickened for 1 round. Stage 2, sickened and slowed. Stage 3, sickened and the creature can't reduce its sickened value below 1 for 1 day.
Mm.
I don't know
Nice.
if that's
Makes
that
them
good.
weak. Makes them weak. So what's well, I can I'll have to play around. Oh. Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't in GM mode again and changing Art's character yet again. So you have specific. I see, Patrick. So like you have general spells, Goblin Pox,
Yep.
that you can go pick, and then you have curriculum tied to your School of Civic Wizardry those are tied.
You just get those, right? So I have 2 cantrips that I get, and I get to pick 2 of the 3 first level spells that I just get, and that's in addition to the 10 cantrips that I know and the 5 first level spells that I know.
Awesome.
So
Flip flop. 5 cantrips, 2 first level spells.
So those are the ones I can use, but my spell book has 10 plus 2 and 5 plus 1.
Right. Got it. I see. Nice. Awesome, guys.
Sure. So good.
Are we honked up yet?
Super duper honked.
Yeah. Confused as well, but yes. Going through all these beats. There's so many. So goddamn many.
So many.
Yeah.
I do want to say one of the cantrips that I'm absolutely taking, and that I'm going to always have on me. That's going to come in super helpful at some point. And it's called Rope Guts, or Inside Ropes. That's the cantrip's name. You pull a large handful of guts from your midsection. Removing those guts doesn't harm you. You can use these guts as 50 feet of rope to help you climb, and they help attach you to a wall. You can attempt. Other creatures can use your guts to climb like a squishy rope, but your guts don't help anyone but you attached to a wall. So I'm Spider-Man with my intestines. I'm here for it. It's absolutely happening. I'm just going to be the
That's
grossest wizard in the universe.
fucking amazing. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna go read on thaumaturges and wizards and get that shit down.
Nice. Very
Excellent.
nice.
Hell yeah. Amazing. I'm excited. All right, we will hopefully be back next week to kick things off. I still have some work to do and some figure out how to read this shit. I did find I could like copy and paste everything and just put it into Word and at least just have something to read.
Yeah.
So we'll get it figured out. But if you made it this far, thanks for listening to our character session, our character creation. I think we're going to have a fun group. Tune in to find out if I will be playing Patrick's father or not, or Patrick's potential father or not, or maybe I'll be Art's daddy. Who knows?
Ooh.
I'm very excited for getting back to Pathfinder, and I've been bombarding every channel I can on our Discord with Pathfinder stuff because I'm so horned up for this. So we will be back hopefully next week with Season of Ghosts, part 1. I can't wait.
It's going to be so good.
Good night,
So
gentlemen.
hard.
Thank
So
you, everyone.
horned.
Have a good night.
See you, boys.